Welcome back to the Independent Republic of Mike Graham right here on talkTV. Lots going on today, of course. The Donald Trump hearing is about to take place in New York over the next couple of hours. He first has to turn up down at the Lower Manhattan Court extravaganza, where I spent many a happy day and a month probably tracking all manner of dodgy characters, from mafia hitmen to godfathers to insider dealers, insider traders. Spent a lot of time down at the federal courthouse in Manhattan. We'll be going live to San Diego, California shortly with Ladona Harvey. But before we do that, and before we show you any more footage from the Center Street Courthouse in Manhattan, let's have another look at what the Trump team have put together.
Label. Being an outsider is fine. Embrace the label. Because it's the outsiders who change the world and who make a real and lasting difference. The more that a broken system tells you that you're wrong, the more certain you should be that you must keep pushing ahead.
This is a party that wants an outsider badly.
I continue to believe Mr. Trump will not be president.
You must keep pushing forward. Never, ever give up. There'll be times in your life you'll want to quit, you'll want to go home. I can't do it. I can't do it.
Wow. I mean, you got to say, American politics is different gravy, isn't it? Let's talk to Ladona Harvey and find out what is going on. Ladona, a very good morning to you.
And a good morning to you. What is going on? That's a really good question. I've wanted to know for the past, I don't know, 20 years or so.
Yes. I've got a tweet here from somebody called The Panther, and it's sort of uniquely irrelevant, so I'm going to read it out. I've been waiting to get my foot amputated since the beginning of 2020. I mean, that kind of... I'm sure it's a terrible situation for him, but there's all sorts of weird stuff going on. I discovered that video on Twitter that I just played you a little clip from, which comes from the MAGA war room, apparently, put together with love and affection and all of that. But Donald Trump is a phenomenon. I'm told that he's now collected something like $10 million in donations since he's been indicted for his campaign.
Yeah, well, he's using it as a fundraising tool, which I think any good politics watcher would have known was going to happen. Yeah. There's no way he doesn't leverage this into campaign dollars for himself. He is determined that he is going to be the next president of the United States, and he's going to do whatever it takes to achieve that goal. And I mean, that's bottom line.
It's bottom line, but is the lawsuit and the indictment actually going to help him to perhaps achieve that?
So, what they say about religion, if you want a religion to flourish, prosecute it or persecute it. And if you want Donald Trump to flourish, prosecute him. Right. This is over hush money that was paid to Stormy Daniels to not talk about the affair that they allegedly had. Bottom line is it's not illegal to pay somebody hush money.
Right.
It's just not. What I think the DA is going for is trying to get him on essentially a technicality where he says, well, you paid the money and then you shuffled the money around and it kind of came out of the business and it shouldn't have come out of the business, and he may be correct. But, for a hush money payment that's gone awry 30 plus counts, that seems like a little bit much. Yes, and I think Donald Trump has a great argument to make against that. It
seems like over-enthusiasm at the very least, doesn't it? And, of course, this is also a charge that was labelled before, or levelled before, I should say, and, in fact, did not stand the test that it was given by scrutiny of federal prosecutors, and the federal prosecutors didn't think it would stand up. This guy is not a federal prosecutor. He's a Manhattan district attorney, so therefore not quite so far-reaching. And that's why he's brought the case in New York City, and that's why he's doing it. He said when he was elected, when he was running for office, that he wanted to bring down Donald Trump.
Right. And, that's what he ran on. That's what he's going to give a go to. And good luck, Mr. Bragg. His name is Alvin Bragg. It's the thing is, it's like you can get a grand jury in the United States to indict a ham sandwich, right? Because there doesn't need to be any preponderance of evidence to get somebody into court. But what the DA has to do is then be able to prove it. Can he prove all of these things? One of his witnesses is going to be one Michael Cohen. This is an attorney who spent some time in prison because he ripped off his clients. So you're going to have a jury that is going to be slightly tainted by that knowledge. It will be acknowledged in court. What's going to happen today? Trump's going to walk in there. There's no perp walk. There are no handcuffs. There won't be any kind of, what you see on CSI or SVU or any of those. He's not even, I don't even believe he's getting photographed. He's going to walk in, he's going to plead not guilty, and then he's going to leave. And I guess the only thing that we really know at this point is, does the judge issue a gag order to try to keep him from speaking? Right. I don't think he does. I don't think the judge wants to go
if
there.
he did, that would be more a grist to the mill, wouldn't it? Because Trump has already said he's going back to Mar-a-Lago tonight. He's going to make a statement. He's going to speak to the people. It'll be like a presidential State of the Union address. And if he gets up there and says, well, I wanted to speak to you about the ridiculous circus that happened earlier in Manhattan, but unfortunately I've been gagged and I now live in a country where freedom of speech is not allowed. Yeah. And he will literally love it. He'll run away with it.
Well, he's going to run away with it anyway. The one thing that Trump is masterful at, love him or hate him, and you can do either one, I don't care. The one thing he's masterful at is taking control of a situation and turning it in his favor. Yes. So, if Alvin Bragg is thinking that this is all going to go his way, then he's not been paying attention to Donald Trump. So, it's, you want to go for him, then you better go for him with really, really good evidence and a great court case.
Yes. Well, as has been said many times in some good movies and other not so good movies, if you're gonna come for me, you better kill me, because if you don't kill me, I'm coming after you.
And Donald Trump is really good at it. Has anybody been paying attention? Be wary.
Yeah, absolutely right. And will there be technically a bail sort of hearing? Will he need to make bail? Is it not that serious an issue? Because it's not really a criminal case, this, is it?
Right. Nothing about this is normal. I don't know if he'll need to make bail. If he does, oh my God, is he going to make hay out of that? Right. But I doubt it. Probably released on his own recognizance. It's not like you can't find the guy.
No. And also, he is, I mean, the other rather curious part of all of this is that he will be, when he is in attendance at the court, he will be with his usual protection officers from the Secret Service, who protect every president until the day they die. So it's going to be a very odd scene, isn't it?
Well, it's a very odd scene, and just keep in mind, no matter what happens, none of this stops him from running for president. Let's say he's convicted on 30,000 counts of you paid hush money and were a bad boy, and smack him on the wrist. Convict him of all of it. You cannot stop him from running for president.
And when will America return to its senses? Because, we hear also stories this morning that Meghan Markle may be interested in running for president. I'm not sure I believe any of them.